Hey guys, it's Marco again. In this video I'll show you how to get Carnage rune for bracers. It's thankfully a super easy rune to get. Just go to the Blasted Lands, to the Dreadmaul Hold, get the coordinates 4516 and climb the tower. On top you will find a lockbox which requires 225 lockpicking skill, and once you open it, you get attacked by an enemy level 46. Just kill the mob and loot the rune. It's important to note that you can do this in a party, so you don't need to have the lockpicking skill if somebody else has the lockpicking skill. Also remember that you can't reopen the chest once you get the rune, so you can't help other players after you get the rune. This should be the best DPS rune for bracers, slightly better than Cut to the Chase, but I personally grown a liking to Cut to the Chase, so I don't need to refresh Slice and Dice. I find it annoying with the Carnage that once you apply Garrote, you need to wait until it completely falls off before casting Rupture, to benefit from the damage buff. Just make sure that you don't overlap your bleeds and you're good to go. You need to head to Emerald Sanctuary in Felwood at coordinates 5182. Talk to the troll mob named Shadowtooth Emissary and take the quest The Wild Gods. The quest isn't shareable. If you're doing this whole thing in a party, only one player needs to go to Jintalor in Hinterlands around 6765 coordinates and kill elite trolls until one of them drops Wild Whisper Draught. With the item in hand, just go to Razorfen Downs, and as a rogue you can solo get to the last room, you don't need to kill the last boss, and just drink the Wild Whisper Draught to spawn a big boar. Speak to him, get a quest, and Agamagan's Roar. With the Agamagan's Roar, just go inside of Zul'Farrak near Gazrila's pool to summon the spider mini-boss. He's a tough cookie to kill, and the spider will drop a wild offering. You can just exit the dungeon and kill the spider again until you get all the offerings. If you want more variety, you can go to Moradon, and behind the last area where you kill the princess, you will find a ghostly devil sword. Summon him and kill him for an offering. Lastly, you can get a wild offering in Blackrock Depths, but I couldn't find a group for it. You need to kill a High Interrogator, Houndmaster and the Ring of Law event to spawn a ghostly basilisk on the Dark Iron Highway near the Belgar Molten Giant boss. No matter in which way you get the offerings, with 3 of them head back to the Shadowtooth Emissary in Felwood to collect your rune. All these runes are tied with the new reputation called Emerald Wardens. You can start their quests around Emerald Dream Portals in Duskwood 425+, Ashenvale 40+, Hinterlands and Feralas both level 50. I recommend farming Hinterlands and Feralas since those areas give the biggest amount of reputation. As a human with 10% increased reputation, it took me 2 full runs of Feralas Emerald Nightmare quests, including the starting quest to get from neutral to friendly reputation. Each quest on average gives 75 reputation, 83 if you're a human. You want to do this in a full party group. We didn't do all of the quests, but we did a vast majority. There are usually 5 types of quests in each subzone: kill certain mobs, escort a mob, pick up an item, pick up a report from a night elf, and kill the zone boss. You can probably do this a lot faster than I did by only doing easy pickup item quests, but suit yourself. After you get friendly with Emerald Wardens, just talk to the guy next to any quest giver and the guy will sell you items and runes. And then you can just buy a rune for 1 gold and 60 silver. To get focused attacks, all you need to do is to get to Hinterlands and go to Troll Ruins at 7252 coordinates. You will see a chest and a mask above it on the wall. Just blind the mask and loot the chest and you have your rune. It's not a great rune, but it will serve if you don't have anything else. Honor Among Thieves. This should be the best DPS rune for the raid, so how to get it? First you need to get to level 45 and then get inside of a capital city. You don't need to read the mail, but I always do. This time you need to go to the Ravenhold Manor. To get there, go to Hillsbrad Foothills and go to 7524 coordinates and follow the path into the mountain. Get to Farad on the balcony and he'll offer you a quest. He sends you to Zul'Farrak in Tanaris at 3920 coordinates. You need to do this alone, so don't group up. Sneak through the dungeon. Once you get to the first big room, go left, get to the first tent and loot the jar. Then go back to the big room and exit it on the right side and enter another tent. With 2 wild concoctions, go to the first boss who is inside of a cave. Right click the item and it will instantly kill the boss, then loot a sack which is right next to the boss. Next get to the witch doctor, use the item on his cauldron and loot his sack as well. You'll get a trinket, just equip it and you'll see which grave to loot for the next item. Now combine the 2 items that you got from the first and the second boss. After that just follow the path to the pyramid and turn right before the pyramid and jump on the wall to loot a Sand Fury cache. Combine the 2 items again and then climb the top of the pyramid and loot the last chest. And there lies your final quest item. Now all you need to do is to head back to Ravenhold Manor and turn in the quest. Next quest just sends you to the basement to talk to the gnome so he can curse the talisman. Then go to Silverpine Forest of the hut at 4771 from the previous 2 runes and just interact with the chest. Finish the quest and you finally get the last quest to return to Ravenhold Manor. And you get your rune reward and a very sweet cloak. This is quite a long quest chain and requires a lot of walking. Save your time with buying summons. The rune should be great, but as of current moment it doesn't work for me at all. In party or when doing solo content, this rune doesn't want to generate more combo points. Hopefully it won't take them long to fix it, but you never know with Blizzard. Unfair advantage. It's a really simple rune to get. All you need to do is to head to the Lost Rigger Cove in Tanaris and pickpocket any of the mobs there until you get Kidnapper's Coin Purse. I got it on my second attempt. Inside of it you'll find a precious medallion. All you need to do now is to head to Steamweedle Port, enter a house at 6622 coordinates and talk to Jabby and he's going to reward you with a rune. The rune is great and it will help you out in solo content quite a lot. It immediately hits the center of the attack and you don't even need to target the attacker, and the only bad part of the rune is the fact that it doesn't proc Blade Flurry. Overall this rune is already better than any of the runes in phase 2. That's it for the video, thank you for watching and bye bye.